Hello, you guys. How you doing? My name is Corral Calero. I am the global ambassador of Moroccanoil. I'm very excited because, as I told you in my YouTube channel, it's going to be a whole bunch of different information that I'm going to be giving you. One of them is going to be questioning and asking questions to my favorite people and people that they get me inspired. So we're very lucky today having a good friend of mine, and his name is
Roberto Hamon.
Roberto Hamon.
Hello everyone, my name is Robert and I'm the head of global education at Moroccanoil. I'm super excited to be here with you today.
Thank you, Robert.
On vacation actually.
In Ibiza.
In Ibiza.
We love Ibiza, by the way, you guys. But the truth about doing all that, we really wanted to inspire you guys, and we want you to really know who is behind of a lot of the creations of Moroccanoil, and through education worldwide, the academy will get you through the questions, but also to see really what makes us inspired and who we really are. So I hope you like all that interview that we're going to get you right now.
And can I question you after?
Absolutely, you can.
Okay.
You can be yourself, Robert.
I can question you too.
Let's start. So, Robert, the first question that I want to ask you is, Robert, how did we meet each other?
Well, it was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It was about 10 years ago. I was working in Chicago, Illinois, in a salon, and I was freelancing with the brand, with Moroccanoil. And everybody was like getting all in a tizzy because Antonio was coming to Chicago. Like, here he comes. Like, they were like, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to find models, you have to do this. And I'm like, okay, he's coming. I can't wait to meet him, you know? Boy.
Oh, boy.
Was it a surprise? Can we stop?
No,
no,
you cannot stop. You're not even going to press that button because we're going to get into the real him. Tell me. And we met and...
So anyway, we had an event in Maggiano's, the Italian restaurant.
Yes.
Remember that?
Beautiful.
In Chicago. And yeah, we picked you up at the airport. Everything was really nice, and we met each other. We performed, and then it came time for me to do models.
And you did amazing.
Yeah, they were really good, but
you really did.
They were amazing. But I remember when I was blow drying, you know, and I was just like just blow drying like I would blow dry in
at the salon.
At the salon, and you came up and you kind of snatched the brush out of my hands.
My Spanish way.
Your Spanish way. It was really nice though, and then you were like, mi amor, if you're going to blow dry the hair, you have to make love to the hair. You have to do it like this. So the next thing I know, we're like rotating back and forth. And to this day, I still blow dry like that, actually.
So you see, that's like a really good memory for both.
So, but anyway, we met in an event in Chicago.
Yeah.
And it was really nice.
So that was 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Quite inspiring. Okay, I'm going to get you to the second question.
Okay.
How did you evolve from being a hair artist in Chicago to direct and manage hair education worldwide and even academy in New York? How did you manage to do that?
Wow, I fought for it, first of all.
Well, I'm sure you did.
I mean, it was something that I wanted very much. I wanted to be part of the brand from the very beginning. I wanted to be part of the team. And I remember you calling me in the salon, and you offered me a position as an educator, a full-time position as an educator. And I really enjoyed being an educator and going in and out of salons. But what I enjoyed the most is I really enjoyed working alongside of the sales team for some reason. I thought it was really interesting, and I loved the whole sales side behind.
Does it have to do because your background and your degree?
Well, I went to school for microbiology, so it was more science.
Okay.
But this was just, I don't know, it was interesting, and I wanted to know more about what happens behind the scenes. So the sales, the marketing, the PR, and over time, I kind of position myself close to people that I needed to be close to.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you want to be a part of something, you need to position yourself beside those people that are running those divisions.
But it wasn't a call that you got inside of you that really made it that this is my purpose, this is where I'm going to go, this is what I'm going to direct, or it was what exactly the triggers in order to change from doing hair in salons to really going with a bigger dream? And a lot of people.
Well, I wanted to be a part. I wanted to be a part of the decision-making process of where the brand was going, and I thought that my expertise behind the chair, as a stylist behind the chair, working behind the chair, I thought that I could bring all of that expertise to the team.
I understand it,
because the brand started very grassroots, right?
Yeah.
It was not a lot of people. and it was some people that didn't even have experience in the industry.
Yeah.
So I just started giving, offering my knowledge of what it's like to work behind the chair in a salon. And over time, just kind of asserted myself in places and
evolved,
and this is what I wanted to do, and I knew I wanted to be more on the administrative side, and not so much on the actually doing hair. So over time, I've stepped back a lot, which has been a lot for me because I do enjoy being on stage.
I know you do.
But I've stepped back and let the team, yourself, some other people on our team, take the spotlight and be those people that are in the front. And I just like being the director and directing from behind and making sure that everybody's, has the same vision and we're all headed toward the same place and we all have the same goals in mind.
Yeah.
Because
and in the end, I'm asking that question because there's going to be a lot of people that they're going to be watching you and they're going to say, you know what, I'm going through crisscrosses in my path of what I want to become. I already have a profession, but I want to evolve into something else. So I think you will kind of like help out people to see that you can always change your career and evolve no matter what you want to do.
This is the message. You can definitely always change your career.
That's it. Okay, I'm going to go for my third question.
Okay.
What does inspire you to continue doing good in this industry? Because we know there's a lot of crap, and out there that we need a lot of patience to handle a lot of things. But I know even more that you deal with a lot of countries. What does it take for you to continue doing good in this industry?
It's hard. I have to say that sometimes I'm not inspired.
Yeah.
And that I find it very hard to get inspired sometimes. I feel that, I feel that people, I don't know, it's just hard sometimes to get inspired.
Sometimes, do you feel like you're by yourself?
Yeah, I do. And I don't know exactly what inspires me, but I know what makes me happy.
Yeah.
And I know what gets me going sometimes. Yeah. And that's, I like to travel. Yeah. I like to be out. Yeah. I like to be around people and people that are different than me. Yeah. And I come from a very small rural part of North Carolina, population about.
Would you promise me that you're gonna be inviting me
someday? Yes.
Okay, someday.
Yeah. Anytime you want to. But about 1,500 people. Yeah. And that's what I knew all my life, and I didn't see anything else. I didn't know other races. I didn't know other hairstyles. I didn't know other things. It was very black and white. Yeah. And so I what made me happy was taking myself out of that environment and putting myself in the unknown. Yeah. And so I guess I'm inspired by traveling and being around things that are different than me. Yeah.
But this is I'm gonna put a little hold on there because this is what is important. A lot of people, they feel like through the years they don't really feel inspired, but in the end it's an emotion. So I think the fact that you say things that make me happy, already that is quite inspirational to me because you need to put yourself in a position that this is what made me happy. So what made you happy is what made you to create and evolve.
Yeah. I mean, I get inspired, but it's not one thing. When you see it, you know it. Yeah. You know, when you see something that makes you happy, I think that's what inspires.
You feel it through your whole thing.
So it's not just one thing. Yeah. Traveling makes me happy. I get inspired. Being around and meeting people that are different than me.
Different cultures.
Like I want to always travel to some of the places we shouldn't travel. But I want to go to those places because I want to see what those people are like. Because I think that those are the kinds of things that make me happy, that inspire.
Cool. So I'm going to go for the fourth question. How do you see yourself in the next 10 years?
Wow. In the next 10 years?
Which is quite short if you think about it. Yeah. But it's quite long when you put it in perspective. How do you see yourself in the next 10 years, Robert?
Listen, I'm very happy and I'm content where I'm at. Yeah. I fought really hard and I've worked really hard for where I am today. Yeah. Again, coming from a really small area.
I saw that.
And you've seen it for the past 10 years. Many of our colleagues have seen it, and a lot of them always say, wow, I wouldn't want to be you because you've done a lot and the things that you do. The pressure and the things that you do.
Responsibility.
The responsibility is the most pressure. Yeah, because there's not a moment that you can't be on because you have people depending on you. And my husband always gets mad at me because when we travel and we do things, he's just like, you can't make a decision And I'm like, but I make decisions all day.
Yeah.
So when I'm home and I'm relaxing, I don't want to have to make decisions.
This is the time that you just chill and you just allow you're supposed to do it all.
So I don't want to make a decision right now. I mean, in 10 years, I plan on still being involved in the industry.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the future holds here, where we are.
You vision yourself in a house in the countryside. You vision yourself still among the buildings of Manhattan.
No, I vision myself working. I still vision myself with a company. Yeah. And I would want it to be this company as long as I'm able to bring something different. For sure. I always think when you can't bring something different, it's time to move on. Yeah. So at this moment, I think I have something to offer. I think I bring. And we're still very young. We still have a life in front of us to really evolve and to continue being inspired and inspire others. Yeah, we're really young. This is what it is. Well, pretty much. But yeah, in 10 years, I want to be in a house. I want to be living in the suburbs. Nice. You know, 4 or 5 bedrooms. I want a nice pool, so you can come over and you and Nico can come and stay for a month or so. My mom can come and visit. You know, there's also I'm interested in a child. Oh, that's beautiful. And having a family because you know, I want to make sure that there's someone to take care of me in my older days. And pass on all that knowledge and the love that you got from. But I want a beautiful. I hate saying it, but I want like a little girl. You know, because I just think it would be fierce to raise a little girl. Well, we have it quite easy for us as a boys. Yeah. I mean, we can just adopt and really create and go for what we really want. Sometimes when we're shopping, we always go into the little girls section and pick up the Burberry dresses or the little Gucci dresses and say, oh, I would wear whatever, but make sure they are dressed all beautiful and have the best things in life. I want someone, you know, I had a good life growing up and I got the things that I wanted, but I just want to give a child like this amazing life. Okay, next question is going to be a baby around. Is it what? It's going to be a baby around. Next round of questions is going to be a baby around. Okay, stay tuned. I really like that, and I'm going to be a great uncle. I promise you. That's going to be easy. Favorite color? Great uncle. No great uncle. Great aunt. Whatever. I will be part of the family. You'll be part of the family. Yeah. Favorite color? Favorite color? Blue. I love that. Me too. Like a royal blue, sort of like what you have on here. I love my eyes are blue, so I think blue, and people always comment when I have blue, but it's my favorite color. Love it too. Okay, favorite food. Favorite food? Pasta. Ooh. Spaghetti. Okay, spaghetti is my favorite food in the world. I love pasta. I can eat pasta with just butter. Again, Kyle always on some of the weekends he'll cook me like a bowl. Well, he's Italian. So here you go. He'll cook me a bowl of pasta with just butter, like buttered noodles. It's my favorite thing. So I love pasta. So my next question is going to be quite easy. What is your favorite place to visit? My favorite? Or your favorite country? My favorite country to visit? Yeah. Well, wow. That's a good one. And you travel a lot. I travel a lot, and I would say that one of I enjoy sort of the unknown. I enjoyed Vietnam, and I enjoyed actually Russia. When I was in Moscow, I was only there for 2 or 3 days when I was there, but I really had a good time. And it's interesting, again, to go to places that sort of have this stigma that you shouldn't go to, but I thought it was really nice. My favorite place was Japan. I just found that everything was so perfect. Yeah, it is. And it really so different from mine. It's so different. Yeah. And it fit like sort of my personality because you would go into it, and you're very, everything's organized. They have these really cool erasable pens that I always have Kumi, our educator in Japan. She brings me back when she comes because they're not like the ones we have in the U.S. They're really cool. But you go into the supermarket and you want looking at a watermelon. And it's the most perfect round watermelon. Everything's precise. Everything's precise, and I like that. But I think it's because it's very different from us. I like structure, and it gives me, and I think there was a lot of structure. I just enjoyed it. It was really nice. I had a really good time. I was with great people. Did we go together? No. I was with Violet and Kumi. And it was really nice. Yeah, we had the best sushi, like sushi you would never believe. A restaurant with literally seven spaces, and that was it. Oh, so wow. It was really good. Okay, so we got it. Japan. Okay, so we go for the last question. Something that we don't know about you, Robert. I want people to really, and it's
been quite amazing. But I really people to know something about you that they don't know. Are you as strong? Are you as strong as we really think?
Well,
As you always as perfect as we always think? Or what do we not know about you?
Okay. So a few things.
Yes.
I don't just have one thing.
Okay.
I love sports.
Oh, I love it.
I love basketball and I love football. I love to watch football and basketball. I like college football and basketball. I'm not really into the pro sports, but like the college, the competition, it really excites me. I guess I have a competitive personality. I used to play golf when I was younger. I was really good at golf. My dad was a championship flight golfer, so we used to play golf a lot. I probably should start doing it again sometime.
So actually, why not? To take a nice habit to do a nice sport, something that clears up your mind as well.
Clears up my mind. I should definitely do that sometimes. Something that someone doesn't know about me. I don't know. I'm pretty much an open book. I talk a lot and I tell all my secrets. And
I don't know about that. You might say that, but trust me, I don't think about that. It's not true. But I love the fact that you well, I knew that you like sports, but I didn't know that you play golf. So
yeah, I play golf. But yeah, I think something that you don't know about me. Yeah, I love sports. I like to play golf. And what do you think about me?
What I think about you?
Yeah.
Well, through the years, I think it's been quite amazing that we've been evolving and discovering each other. I think it's just been quite great. You know what inspired?
I mean, I a lot of people don't know. Like, if you want to get like personal.
Well, what do you think I'm doing that for? To get personal, so people that can really know about you.
I'm scared.
You are scared.
I'm
I
scared.
feel that sometimes.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
You know, every day is new to me.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I'm not the most knowledgeable person in the world, and there are people that
Because you're aiming for perfection. Always.
And
this is why we put our goals to be quite high.
And there are people around me that know more.
But this is a beautiful thing because we learn from each other in the end, you know.
And I mean, but it's just like one of those
fear.
things about me that I sometimes I'm scared. I don't know if it's not insecurity, but sometimes I'm scared.
Okay.
But you know.
Okay, you guys. So you see, this is quite normal. We all feel scared. Professionals in the industry, people that they got great positions, people that they travel the world, they still feel scared. So it's okay. I'm gonna put a hold in there, Roberto Jamon, because I know we're gonna be continuing our interviews through many different places in the world, and we're gonna find out a lot more about you, about the team. Thank you very much. We are in Ibiza for a little vacation with some prizes around the world, but we still want to inspire you guys. I hope you enjoy our interview. Something else to add to it before I say goodbye to our followers?
Yeah, I mean, I just think that you should always listen. I think what we're trying to talk about here is like, you know, you really want people to understand and know the people that you're talking to, but if there's any particular kind of advice that I could give those people, the people that are watching your channel and maybe need that encouragement, you know, I think that the life is really big and it's massive, and anything that you want, you can achieve.
Yeah.
And that I can promise you is true, because I didn't know 15 years ago that I would be where I am today, and it's because of the things that I did that I said, you know what, I want to be a better person, or I want to be someone someday. And it's okay to be someone, because everybody wants to be someone, right? So you need to take control of that, and if there's things that you want, then you have to make those things happen. Nobody else is going to give those things to you, so you have to make those things happen.
So what I'm keeping in through that whole conversation is your dreams will make you what you want to be later on. So dream big, you guys, because we do have a universe in front of us and we can just be whatever we want. Don't forget, link in my bio. You'll get a lot of, no link in my bio. Nico, what should I say? Nico,
your bio, link in my bio.
So what do I say, Nico, to finish that video?
Link in my bio.
Link in nothing, to say goodbye to people. Okay, you guys, this is us. Antonio Corral Calero with his friends. I'm not pretending to be nobody else just than me. So I hope inspire you. Love you. Thank you, Roberto Jamon.
Thank you, Antonio.
And I'll see you soon in another country. Bye, guys.
We might be somewhere next week. We never know.
You never know.
If we are allowed back in the country. Bye.